What is it, people? Hope we are doing well. It is Sunday. It is snowing. It's snowing everywhere. Starting to feel a bit like Christmas, which is obviously very nice, very cool. But just wanted to put a video out here. Hope we've all had an amazing weekend, a productive weekend, or have wound down and relaxed and spent time with family, friends. But we are going. I'm going to be going live this week, just in relation to a couple of things. It's coming up to Christmas now, and typically property market does slow down. And I think it's important to recognise that as much as it's incredible to slow down, and I will be doing exactly that when it comes to close to Christmas. The preparation starts now for the next year, and I don't want to sound like some motivational talker or anything like that. But I think just ask the questions. Why? At what point are you going to be prepping for next year? At what point are we going to be getting things in place? The partners, the team that we're going to work with. I know for me, for example, my personal journey, we've had a number of projects go on this year, which has been great. And, we're getting the commercial building, which will be done in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Massive progress for tenants ready for January, where we're also holding the building experience. But I've been sort of really reviewing things over the last few months of where I want to be going. I've done developments. I've been buying for a number of years now. I've travelled the world, etc., etc. And you've heard my story. But I've been sort of having some thinking time. And I think the reason why I wanted to do this video was that ability to have some time to actually think. That preparation for next year. Don't just come into the new year after you've had a nice relaxing time with family, friends, done this, whatever it is, drank, ate, which you should be doing. But don't leave it to last minute to not prepare for what you're going to be looking to do. My plan now is to really almost take a more of a full-time investor role rather than developing for other funds. If I was to build maybe 12 supported living flats or build other developments or acquire pieces of land to flip onto X person, or X fund or international investor. It's actually to collaborate with those institutional investors, those family offices, those high net worth individuals, to actually hold the asset over a period of time and then trade in the future. So it's actually to build up a portfolio of, say, 5 or 6 properties worth $1 million to $2.5 million each. Build up a portfolio in a certain region and then trade. Obviously, I do quite a lot of in the Lancashire area. I'll be doing the same in Cheshire as well as West Midlands. So my strategy really is now is not building for other people, it's building for myself in a joint venture and a collaboration format. And that's only been able to happen with the preparation, the thinking time, the people that I want to be working with, because in supported living and development, you can work with anyone. There's a lot of capital in the sector, and there's also a lot of providers, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of different architects, there's a lot of different professionals you can work with. So it's important to have that clarity, and that preparation is key, ready to move. So I'm not stressing. I've not got the whole where am I sort of going with this? I've got a clear goal of what I want to try and do. I've got a clear goal of what I want to try and achieve. And the big goals, there's what I've realised is I've got to have walk before we can run goals, which again I think is key. I think that's again when you're looking to do preparation coming into the new year, it's having those realistic goals. I'm not going to sit here and say, go for goals that are below what you should be getting really, because I believe if you can set a clear goal, a big goal, then you do the things in place and you do everything you can to get to that, and you'd be surprised at what you can do in a 6 to 12 month process. It's crazy, and I still say to people now, it is crazy what you can do just in 12 months. Crazy. Even though it's day to day seems like a long time. Think about where you were last year. Think about where you are today. So preparation is key, guys. Set clear goals. Prepare now over the next couple of weeks. We're coming into December next week. Make sure you've got that plan in place. Don't wait around, because when it comes to Christmas, New Year, and you're spending time relaxing, you go from a relaxing state to set these massive goals, and you're not actually have the proper the thinking time, the actual process. You maybe have that thinking time over Christmas period or New Year, whatever you want to say, but you enjoy the Christmas, the festive spirit, which is what you should be doing, or whatever you decide to do, you should be relaxing in some way. So get prepared now, guys. Get very clear on what you're looking to do next year. Set goals in the next quarter. Don't just set goals in the next 12 months. Is that working towards your 5 or 10, 15-year plan? And, I think that's very clear. I've sort of working towards that. Those, as I said, my income figures, 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, net from property. And that's what I'm going to. And that's my sort of goal in property. In terms of sort of more from a passive investment, it's typically my vehicle is property, of course. But have that clear goal, 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. Our rental portfolio is doing 6 figures gross, but there's a difference on gross and net. So we want to be able to do by this time next year a very clear 6 figures net that I'm taking away from the property portfolio. Net, not gross, net. So just over 8.5 grand, just under 8.5 grand a month that I want to be taking from property, and then we scale up to 7 figures. If we get more than that, if we get to 10, 15, 20, of course, but I've set that clear goal, that's the minimum. And once I get to that point, it's exceeding that. And I think that's why, taking that step back now, have the next two weeks to prepare, take a step back, discuss with the partners, discuss with your spouses, discuss with your business partners what you're looking to do, and have that clarity on what you're looking to do, guys, because it makes a hell of a difference when it comes to going into the new year. But I hope that video helped. Definitely check out what we've got coming up over the next couple of weeks. We've got some exciting lives. We're going to go live on a few more things this week. We're going to have some more experts coming in. Hope you enjoyed the the How to Raise Capital webinar that we did in the Facebook group the other day. So we'll be seeing you all very soon. Any questions or queries, do definitely let me know. I'm resting up today, just reading my Finding Ultra Runner book by Rich Roll. So I hope you have an amazing day. Speak very soon, and let's go.